Hello, good morning to everyone. In yesterday we learned what is the variable. In algebra, what is variables? Variables mean variables which takes a different values whose value is not fixed. Variable means changeable. Today we will, and there are the many variables: x variable, y, z, a, B, C, L, M, N. All these are variable because their value is not a fixed. We don't know what is their values. But 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, these are not a variable. These are called constant. Constant mean whose value is fixed. Okay. These are variable, these are constant. Now, so these are the variables. Now we will learn use of variable in common rules. We are using variables in the making of the formula in the many questions, but I think you don't remember. We always use variable to making the formulas or rules. Tell me first, suppose perimeter of square. Perimeter of square, if I ask you, it is a perimeter, it is a square, and whose side is L. Square mean square is a two-dimensional figure whose all sides, each side is equal. L, 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 L. And what is perimeter? Perimeter formula everyone know. How will you find? Perimeter mean total length of outer boundary. How will you find total length? So L plus L plus L plus L. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 4. So how many L? 1 apple plus 1 apple plus 1 apple plus 1 apple. How many apple? 4 apple. Same as it is. 1 L plus 1 L plus 1 L plus how many L? 4 L. Otherwise you can say that 4 into L means side. 4 multiply side. Understand or not? So it is the perimeter of a square. But use of variables in common rules. Yes, we are using variable. What is variable? L. L is here variable. Variable mean whose value is not a fixed. Maybe side of a square L in place of L is 2. Maybe each side of the square is 3. L is not a fixed. It is variable. So it is a variable. So variable we will use many times in a common rules. So here what is variable? L. Side is variable because its side is not a fixed. Same as it is perimeter of rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle, everyone know formula. It is length, it is breadth. So what is 2 multiply L plus B? We already learned this. So 2 into L plus B. So L and B here variable because maybe L 2 centimeter, maybe 100, maybe 10, maybe 15, but value is not a fixed. So therefore there are variables. Understand or not? So this one. Next is, so L and B here variable. Next, one more. Commutative property. Commutative of addition on two numbers. What is commutative? Do you know? No one, I think no. No one is know what is commutative. But if I write an example, you will say, sir, we know. Yes. Which one operation we are taking? There are 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. So commutative means, suppose 3 plus 4, how much is 7? And if I ask you 4 plus 3 is also 7. So it's mean either you will write 3 plus 4 or you will write 4 plus 3. 3 plus 4 7, 4 plus 3 7, both are equal or not? So they are equal. So it is called commutative property, where commutative of addition. So we will use addition on two numbers. So two number, one is 3 4, either you write 3 plus 4 or you will write 4 plus 3, they are equal. Otherwise you can take any number. 2 plus 5 equal to 5 plus 2, they are equal. 1 plus 2 equal to 2 plus 1. So this is called commutative property. Commutative property, either we will add 3 plus 4 or 4 plus 3. Same as it is, we will use commutative property in variable. Variable means first number is any number. Suppose A is a number, A, and second is B, equal to B plus A, like this one. A is 3, B is 4. Now B is first, B is 4, it is 3. Either you will write A plus B or you will write B plus A. So it is commutative property on addition of two numbers, but on in variables. They are variable. A plus B equal to B plus A. Understand? Another example you can write M plus N equal to N plus M. Always we already note down this example. Okay. Now fourth is commutative of multiplication. First we learn of multiplication. First we learn on addition. Now commutative properties is apply on two numbers. So commutative means, so 3 into 4 equals also 12, and 4 into 3 is also 12. So always remember, either you will write 3 into 4 or you will write 4 into. So commutative, first number into second, second into first, on multiply. So we use multiply. Otherwise you can write 5 into 2 equal to 2 into 5. Now commutative property of multiplication on two numbers in variables. Variables mean A multiply B equal to B multiply A. In third property we A plus B, but in fourth A multiply. So commutative property of multiplication. Otherwise you can write C into D, D into C, both. So it is commutative property of multiplication on two numbers, but in variable. Here in this chapter, variable is important. Understand you what is variable? Variable means value is not a fix. Whose value is not a fixed. Maybe A is 3, B is 4. Maybe A is 5, B is 2. Any number. Value is not a fixed. Understand? Same as it is distributive property. We will use fifth property. Distributivity of number. How will we use distributive property? I think everyone know. On numbers, what we can write? Distributive property on number. It is distributive property 7. Suppose 5 multiply 10. Okay. Everyone know 5 into 10. Answer is 50. But you can write like this one. 5 multiply 10. What we can write? 10 can you write 8 plus 2? Yes. Why not? We can write 10 5 multiply 10. We can write 8 plus 2. Yes. So what we can write? So how will we solve? It means 5 is multiply 8 also. Now plus 5 is multiply 2 also. 5 into 8 40 plus 5 into 2 10. So what is answer? 50. Otherwise you can direct multiply. Understand? So it is meaning, always remember 5 into, so it is, so you can write in variables. How will you write? A multiply A is first number, then sum of two number. So B plus C equal to, this number equal equal to, how will you open? It means 5 is multiply 8 also, 5 is multiply 2 also, same as it is. A is multiply A into B plus, and A is multiply C also. So it is called distributive property of addition on multiplication. Understand it? So remember these 5 properties. Okay, now we will start our exercise. So now are you understand now what is variable? So if you understand what is variable, it is very easy exercise. 11.2. First question, the side of a equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, I already told you what is. A triangle whose all 3 sides are equal. All 3 sides are equal and is shown by L. The side is L, L, L. Then express the perimeter. To write first, side of equilateral triangle. How much is L? L is given. So we have to find perimeter. Perimeter of equilateral triangle. So how will you find perimeter of the equilateral triangle using L? Everyone know perimeter means sum of all sides, sum of all outer boundary, total length of outer boundary. How much? So L plus L plus L. So what is? It is L. L mean how many L? 1L. If I write like this one, 2 into L, it means 2L. How many L? 1L. L plus L plus L. 1L plus 1L, 2L. 2L plus 1, 3L. Understand? It is your answer. Otherwise, you can do like this one. Or perimeter of the equilateral triangle, 3 multiply side. Because equilateral mean all sides are equal. How many sides? 3 into side perimeter. And what is? So 3 side is how much given? L. So 3 into L, 3L. You can write any one. Both of these two. Any one you can write. Okay. So it is equilateral, perimeter of equilateral triangle in variable 3 into L. L is variable. Okay. Next is question number 2. Do yourself. Is a regular hexagon. Second question. Regular hexagon, I already told you. What is? In a regular hexagon mean how many sides in a closed figure? 6 sides. And regular mean all sides are equal. And how much given? A regular hexagon, 6 sides. L, 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 L. All sides are equal. So we have to find express the perimeter of regular hexagon. To write each side of regular hexagon. How much? L. Each side is L. So write perimeter. Perimeter of regular hexagon. How many sides in regular hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 multiply side. So 6 into L. How much perimeter? 6L. Otherwise, perimeter how will you find? Sum of all sides. L plus L plus L plus L plus L plus L. How many L? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The answer is 6L. So 6 into L. So both are right. Understand? Next is question number 3. Now in question number 3, thus a cube is a 3-dimensional. Everyone know what is a cube? Cube, a 3-dimensional figure in which length, breadth, height all are same. So it is given, and a cube is a 3-dimensional figure as shown in figure. It has 6 faces and all are identical. Look at it is a cube and each face each face there are 6 faces. Faces mean these are face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. 6 faces, all of them identical square. Yes, this face is also a square. This face is also a square. This one is also a square. All are square. So how many square? There are 6 square. The length of an edge. Edge mean beta this one. Where two faces are meet each other. One face, two face. Where two faces meet each other, it is called edge. This one is edge. Edge. The length of each edge of the cube is L. So we have to find the formula for the total length of the edges. So total length of edge L plus L plus L plus L and how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. And in this phase 5, 6, 7. Next 8, 9, 10. Understand? So total edges. These are edges. How many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4. Understand? So first count all edges. So first write length of each edge of cube is L. How many edges? We have to find the total length of all edges. So 1, 2, 3, 4 edge, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many edges? So write number of edges in a cube. How much is 12? How many? 12. So write what is asking? Total length. So total length of edges. How will you find? Length of one edge is L. So total 12 into how many edges total L? So 12 into L. How much? 12 into L. So what is total length of edges? 12 L. Understand it? Next is question number 4. Yes, everyone, the diameter of a circle. Everyone know what is circle. When we draw a circle like this one, in the middle it is center. Understand? It is a center. The diameter of a circle. So everyone write in your notebook. What is diameter? Diameter. What is diameter? Diameter, in your question already given, the diameter of a circle is a line. Diameter is a line. So you will write diameter. From the question you can write a diameter of a circle is a line which join 2 points on the circle. Suppose any 2 points you can take on circle. 1 point, 2 point. Yes. Which join 2 points on the circle and also pass through the center. A line which join any 2 points. One and but it is passed through the center. Always pass through center. So 1 point this one, 1 point this one. So 2 point on a circle and this line is also passed through center. It is called a diameter. Understand? And also pass through the center. So you will write definition from the notebook. Okay. And AB is the diameter of the circle. Express the diameter of the circle in terms of radius. Understand? And now what is radius? Radius means beta a line which is join a center to the any point on the circle. It is radius. It is how many radius? R. So we have to find, express the diameter. So you write radius of circle. How much given? Is R. Now we have to find diameter. So write diameter of a circle. Radius we are denoting by R and diameter we are denoting by D. Understand? So how much diameter? Yes, we observe that one thing, it is diameter A to B. A to B is diameter and it is suppose O. If I ask you A to O, what is A to a line from center to the any point? What is it? Is a radius R. Same as it is. O to B is also R. So how much diameter? R plus R. Yes. Total length of AB is R plus R. So diameter is equal to R plus R. 1 R plus 1 R. How many R? 2 R. It is your. So diameter is always, remember it is formula. Diameter is always 2 times of radius. Understand? If radius R is 5, so diameter 2 into 5, 10. If R is 4, so diameter 2 into 4. How much? 8. Understand it? Now, last question of this exercise. To find the sum of the numbers 14, 27 and 13, there are the 2 ways. Yes, it is very simple. If we want to add these 3 numbers, we have 2 ways. What is 2 ways? First is, in the question is given, first way is either first we add first 2 numbers. 14 plus 27 equal to 41, and then we add 41 plus 13. How much? 54. Second way is that either we will add 27 and 13 first. First we add 14 plus 20. Now we are adding 27 plus 13 equal to 40. Now we will add 14. So 14 plus 40. How much? In both of the answer is come is 54, 52. It is given your question in A part and B part. Okay? It is A part given. It is B part. But this can be done for any 3 numbers. This is useful for the any 3 numbers. Any 3 number you can take 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. Either we will add first 2 number 2 plus 4. Then we will add third number 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 6 12, or whether we will add first last 2 number 4 plus 6 and plus 2 is also 12. So both are come equal or not. So we can add either first 2 number then third number, or last 2 number plus first number. Answer will be same as it is given. And in the question examiner is saying this can be done for the any 3 numbers, for any 3. So this property is known. This property is known, dear, associative property of addition. Associative of addition. Okay, this property is called associative of addition of numbers. Express. So this is called associative of addition. Either we will add first 2 number then third, last 2 then first. Express this property. We already learned this one in a whole number chapter. But express this property by using of A, B and C. By using of variables. So how will we find? So what is given associative property? Either we will add first 2 number 14 plus 27. Here is first 2 number A plus B. Then we add a third number. What is C? Equal to, whether we will add first 2 number then we add third number, or first we will add B plus C last 2 number then we will add first number. Here first we will add 2 number then third number. Here first we add last 2 number then first number. Then it is will be. So always remember it is associative property of addition on variables. Okay, so remember this. So this exercise is finished. I hope everyone understand it. Thank you everyone. Have a good day.